and diversity, equity, and inclusion for the Culture Club.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust. Serving Micronesia since 1938, Matson celebrating 25 years of commitment to Guam, Micronesia, and the CNMI. Cars Plus, Guam's leader in sustainability and electric vehicles. Learn more at carsplusguam.com. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it, and King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime, a UOG professor disciplined for speaking out during the elections fights to have the punishment reversed, a national foundation now backing his actions. Plus, a Doni Festival display stolen, officials puzzled as to what thieves want to do with it. The village mayor asking it be returned, no questions asked. And a view that looks like it was captured right out of a Hollywood movie. A Guam man who now calls the Big Island home shares images and his up-close experience with the Mauna Loa volcano erupting after 38 years of sleep.
Hafa day, everyone. I'm Nick Delgado. Welcome to Primetime. Great to have you here with us this hump day. Well, the local University of Guam professor is fighting his punishment handed down against him by the university's president. This following some comments sent to others during the election using his official UOG email. The professor's appeal, already denied by UOG leaders, is now making its way to the UOG Board of Regents. As Daniel Perez reports, the controversy now getting the attention of the National Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, calling for UOG to lift the punishment.
Schedule of debate.
He's no stranger to both the political and education scenes.
My name is not Ron University of Guam McNinch. I'm a separate individual.
Dr. Ron McNinch is fighting to have the warning put on his record by UOG President Dr. Thomas Christ lifted. During talks of the 2022 Great Debate that never happened, Dr. McNinch, using his UOG email, wrote to colleagues and separately to students, in part giving advice to stay out of this election and pushing for the debate to still proceed. Dr. Christ earlier this month issuing a letter of warning saying Dr. McNinch violated his agreement with UOG and the faculty union agreement, calling Dr. McNinch's email insulting, rude, and belligerent to the political candidates invited to the Great Debate.
I don't think I said anything negative about any of the candidates.
Dr. McNinch was denied his appeal on the warning by UOG leadership. He's now taking it to the Board of Regents.
This issue doesn't just affect me, it affects every college professor anytime they speak in the classroom or in public.
Additionally, FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, is coming to his defense, calling for UOG to lift the punishment, arguing the university is legally bound to protect his First Amendment rights.
I've been working with KUAM at least since 1998. I regularly give commentary. I regularly have discussions with the public. I regularly share research. I regularly share what I think the outcomes might be, what our polling says. There's nothing different really that much with what I said.
An improvement, Dr. McNinch says, is long overdue.
I hope the public and our elected leaders will discuss this. I hope the Board of Regents will discuss this and talk about what are the boundaries.
KUAM reached out to UOG, but they declined comment, saying it's a personnel matter. Daniel Perez, KUAM News.
Missing for 10 days. Guam police only today confirming a missing persons case reported to them on November 21st. They are looking for anyone who might have seen this man. Take a look. The family of 42-year-old Eugene Joseph Mesa Ignacio asking the community for help. Loved ones reporting he was last spotted 10 days ago at the Casulas in Tamuning around 5 a.m. again on November 21st. Mesa last seen wearing his red Casulas shirt and black shorts. Anyone with information is asked to call police or the family at 480-8089 or 683-4940. A murder defendant calls his current 4 months back in prison unfair, but a Superior Court judge felt otherwise. Nicholas Wayne Moore again denied his request to get out of jail. Moore is currently on trial in a drive-by shooting case and faces separate charges for the murder of Michael Castro along with charges in a rape case. He posted bail following his initial arrest, but probation noted Moore has multiple violations to include using drugs. This landed him back in prison. Superior Court Judge Alberto Tolentino denied the request, but offered a chance for Moore to find 2 third-party custodians who can watch him if he's released back into the community. The three men accused in the disappearance and killing of Navy veteran Adam Messier will go to trial for the murder in May. Defendant Brandon Flaherty, Curtis Blas, and Donovan Carriaga appearing before Superior Court presiding Judge Alberto Lamarena today. It was said during the hearing Flaherty is still waiting for prosecutors to get him a plea deal. This leading to the court setting trial for May 22nd, starting with jury selection. As we reported, it was in September of 2017, Messier threatened to report his roommate Jason Alianza to the landlord for illegal drug use. Messier went missing before a witness later allegedly admitted Alianza, who is now deceased, along with Blas, Carriaga, and Flaherty, brutally beat Messier and dumped his body. Now to a follow-up on the story we brought you on Primetime Tuesday. It has several people rather heated. Nearly 48 hours now since the disappearance of an 80-pound fiberglass statue used to represent Manila's annual Doni Festival and weekly night markets. Tonight we speak with a woman who brought in the large chili pepper display more than a half-decade ago as the village mayor pushes for its return.
It wasn't as dark as it is now. They just refurbished it.
Janae Uggan and her husband Kevin were on the Doni Festival committee when they got this large chili pepper statue from the local Chili's restaurant to be used as the village festival mascot in 2017.
So they transported it over in a big flatbed truck, and we were so happy because, you know, now Manila really does have the biggest chili.
A red and green fiberglass display that was stolen at the night market site near the Catholic Church. The village noticing it was missing Tuesday morning.
People take photos with it when they come and visit during the Thursday night market. It's just really sad that somebody would take all that hard work and that coordination, not just by the committee, but just really the vendors of the Manila Doni Festival and the night market, because they really are one big family. They really do take care of the place.
What's it made of?
They can get anything out of it. I believe it's fiberglass, and it was just really heavy.
What would you do with a pepper that big?
Manila Mayor Alan Angata is disgusted by it.
The biggest thing right now on my mind is the morality of people. You know what I mean? The basic concept of respect. Where are we at, and what are we doing nowadays? What are certain individuals up to nowadays?
While many online are coming up with some rather comical responses to the theft, the issue is serious to the village of Manila.
It's very disturbing because, you know, some people, you may chuckle at it, but, you know, please, it's a pepper, it's chili, it has significance, and it means a lot right now for our community because of our annual Doni Festival.
Hey, good luck with your chili, guys. I don't know what you guys are going to do with that. It's kind of hard to miss.
Maybe return it.
If they return it and they just place it back where it was, hey, no questions asked, that's fine.
For now, Uggan tells KUAM they are working to get a replacement. Anyone with information about the theft can call police or the Manila Mayor's office.
Still to come on your news leader, a Guam man shares his experience and up-close view of Mauna Loa erupting on the Big Island. You're watching KUAM.
My name is Leonza Selvage, and I have a 4-year-old daughter who goes to lots of learning daycare. So with the rising cost of living, it helps tremendously with bills. I don't have to worry about paying for childcare services. Knowing that this program is offered to our people, most especially our children, I think something to definitely be grateful for. I learned about Programang Panilan from the mayor's offices here, and my initial reaction to the program, I was actually in disbelief that this program offered free childcare services to our people. I wanted to give my mom a break for a little bit, so when I found out about the program, I jumped right on it. I was relieved because childcare at no cost. I'm thankful for this program because I don't have to worry about an extra set of bills coming my way. I'm grateful to the governor, the lieutenant governor, everyone behind the scenes that made this happen.
Need help paying for childcare? Guam families can receive financial support through Programang Panilan. Learn more and apply at guamchildcare.com.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Calvo Select Care's comprehensive medical provider network offers our members choice and access to quality facilities locally in Asia, Hawaii, and the continental United States. We provide our members several wellness programs and healthy options to improve their overall health status. Calvo Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants, enroll today.
Oh yeah, we need these, no? You know what we do need? Nacho fries, topped with everything! We absolutely needed these.
Introducing Taco Bell's new 7-layer nacho fries.
Welcome back now to the nation's capital, where Senate leaders today voted to approve the Respect for Marriage Act, ensuring same-sex and interracial marriages are recognized in every state. It was a rare show of bipartisanship as 12 Republicans joined Democrats in the passing of the measure. The issue gaining traction in the wake of the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade earlier in the year, and the LGBTQ community fearing same-sex marriage could see the same fate. Now the landmark bill protecting same-sex marriage goes to the House for passage before reaching President Biden's desk. A new generation of lawmakers will be entering the CNMI legislature in just a few weeks. Regional correspondent Tomas Manglonia sits down with two senators from Rota who are part of that change.
One of the main reasons why I chose to run in the Senate was going back to my initial plan when I first ran for the House, and that is to open the doors to the younger generations to try to seek office.
Yes, we are the new generation leaders for Rota, and we're pretty excited. It doesn't really matter political alliance now. It's really just coming together and working for the people.
Manglonia in his 30s and Mendiola in his 40s, both garnering around a third of the vote on Rota in the general election, will be entering office representing the next generation of leadership. Mendiola, who retired from the Army, is currently the Special Assistant to Homeland Security after leading the CNMI Department of Fire and Emergency Medical Services.
We need to generate economy for the island of Rota specifically. We've kind of leaned a lot on the Saipan, Tinian. I think we need to look into our agricultural system, and start, influencing people to, start the farming industry and start, exporting goods, looking at our, hotel industry and start, focusing on more remote hotels, Airbnbs.
Mendiola, a Republican, enters the Senate now led by an independent and Democrat majority. The incoming Senate will be comprised of 4 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and 3 independents. That includes 2-term House lawmaker and former educator Donald Manglonia. He says he wants to address issues neglected by the administration.
We can look at shipping costs, for example, as well as more investment into tourism, mainly for Rota.
The House Ways and Means Chair is looking forward to continuing his service in the Senate Fiscal Affairs Committee. The 2 senators will represent the island on equal footing with lawmakers from Saipan and Tinian. Rota only has 1 representative in the House. Tomas Manglonia for KUAM News on Saipan.
Well, a Guam man witnesses Mauna Loa awake. It's the largest active volcano, which continues spewing lava in the Big Island of Hawaii. Metsuki Hirayama shares the former Guam resident's story and his up-close view of the volcano.
It's an eerie sight of the night sky lit up in red. Hawaii's Mauna Loa erupting, leaving many on the Big Island on high alert. Former Guam resident Nainoa Calvo had a front row seat to what looks like a scene ripped right out of the movies.
The sky is all red. Almost every other part of the island you can look in the direction of Mauna Loa and the sky is red. It's incredible.
An incredible sight to behold, but also one that precedes danger. The hot lava continues to flow in a northeast direction, already crossing the Mauna Loa Weather Observatory Road.
As of right now, it's not a cause for immediate concern. I mean, it's important to understand that it's coming, but at the same time not to panic. But the lava is moving.
Officials in the Aloha State continue to keep a close eye on the lava flow. Though no immediate threat to any communities, residents like Calvo are urged to stay ready.
My plan is to first get our bags situated and stuff, and we have some family in the northeast side, closer to in the Hamakua coast, and the Hamakua coast has an extremely low chance of the flow getting to it because it's obstructed by Mauna Kea.
Calvo remaining vigilant, a separate eruption 4 years back and its destruction still fresh in his mind.
The 2018 lava flow from Kilauea really disrupted a lot of things and changed a lot of the geography. So people here really know that the volcano is capable of a lot. Like, although it's really beautiful, it can take away a lot of stuff from us.
That eruption affected even our region, bringing volcanic haze 6,000 miles west, covering Guam skies. Meteorologists this time say Guam and the Marianas are in the clear, as most of the volcanic ash blows northeast. But for those who call Hawaii home,
it's beautiful, but at the same time, you have to know it's like a natural cataclysmic disaster that could be upon us at any moment. I'm wishing for the best. I know we'll be okay.
Matsuki Hariyama, KUAM News.
Who will be the next leader of the public school system? The interviews to search for the Guam Department of Education's new superintendent set for this Saturday. Guam Education Board members who are taking part in the interview process have all submitted their questions to the applicants. However, not all the Education Board members are involved in the interview process. 3 members, we are told, disclosed they have personal conflicts. That leaves 6 board members to do the work. That's the same amount of votes required for them to make the selection. In total, 7 people are eligible who've applied for the job. Now for a look at your world at home, here's a view of today's sunrise captured down in Santa Rita from our cameraman Pete Anderson. A glowing look at the start of our hump day. The Guam National Weather Service predicting Thursday will bring some cloud cover with a 20% chance of isolated showers.
And that is just the reason we love this time of year.
This burger looked at one slice of melted cheese and said, more cheese. It looked at pickles and said, also onions. It wanted to be more than hot. It wanted to be juicy. This is the Quarter Pounder with cheese. If you thought one napkin for the Quarter Pounder with cheese was enough, it's not enough.
Fast, fun, and easy. That's how your home Wi-Fi should be. So start with an internet plan that fits your budget. Introducing your home Wi-Fi starter pack, also known as WISP. Enjoy up to 25 megabits per second for as low as $35 a month. Plus, a free router with your wireless subscription. That's hours of movies, games, social media, and more endless fun. Get your Wi-Fi starter pack today only at Docomo Pacific. Better together. Additional conditions may apply.
When you're built for tailgating, you're built for winning. Winning at storage. Winning at parking. Winning at technology. Winning at comfort. Winning at winning.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the way, programming news on Monday's NFL games. But first off, women's basketball highlights from the All-Island Alumni Tournament played at the Jungle in Manila. Check it out. Warriors facing the Cougars in the women's division. Cara Duenas with the jumper off the assist from Brianna Crisostomo. Darren Stinnett with the answer for the Cougars the opposite way. Stinnett hits the deep ball from the top of the key. Warriors almost forced the turnover on defense. Kiana Kittigwa to Corey Paulino to Crisostomo for the bank shot. Stinnett with the bounce pass here to Becca Tamata. Tamata finds Naya Seguenza working her way towards the ball. No need for the backboard here as she drains the jumper. Crisostomo with the long outlet pass to Corey Paulino, who hits from the outside. Hand down, man down. Warriors pushing the ball. Jan Quintanilla to Seguenza. Back to Quintanilla for the easy 2 points. The Cougars walked away with the win 39-26. Caraduenas hits the baseline jumper. Corey Paulino with the assist. In baseball news, Pony Baseball and Softball International is making a strong, dedicated effort to kickstart youth baseball and softball in the Asia-Pacific zone countries. The APZ has announced invitations for member pony countries to participate in a series of tournaments scheduled for 2023. These tournaments are part of the revitalization plan to get pony baseball and softball back in full swing. Again, pre-COVID, Guam teams, parents, coaches interested in participating in overseas pony tournaments can contact Guam Pony Baseball and Softball at pony@guambaseball.com or call Bill Bennett at 483-6500. The KFC Bombers defeated the UOG Tritons 133-56 in the Triton KFC Men's Basketball League to finish the regular season undefeated. The Bombers had 6 players in double figures, with Jaden Finley and Arrington Simpson leading the way with 19 points each. The Tritons, playing without leading scorer Logan Hopkins, who was out with an injury, was led by Daryl Robles with 12 points. Robles was the only Triton in double figures. In programming news, Monday, December 5th at 4 in the morning on KUAM TV 11, NFL on CBS, the New York Jets at the Minnesota Vikings. Keep it locked to KUAM TV 11, 7:25 in the morning. The second game of the doubleheader, Kansas City Chiefs at the Cincinnati Bengals.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Are you ready for more? Introducing GTA 5G. More speed. Experience fast 5G speeds while streaming video, gaming online, or downloading files. More reliable. Guam's most reliable network with more 5G coverage than the competitors. More value. All GTA postpaid wireless customers get 5G access for free. GTA 5G. 5G done right.
Howdy, folks. Nobody loves a Guam potluck more than I do. That's why I always bring my world-famous chicken, served any way you like it. Original recipe, extra crispy tenders, Kentucky Fried Wings, and more. All right. And nothing completes a meal like KFC's signature sides. Hot mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a flaky biscuit. The world's favorite chicken, right here on the island, and only at KFC Guam. Whoops! Well, it is finger-looking good.
Mobile offers a new and convenient way to fuel your vehicle. Pay gas and go. No need to line up inside the store. Press preset. Enter whole dollar amount without decimals. Press Loyalty ID and enter your mobile number or insert Smiles card. Insert and remove payment card or tap contactless credit card. Begin fueling. And don't forget to grab your receipt. Pay gas and go. It's that easy.
Finally tonight, your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out submitted on KUAM.com.
A November 30th happy birthday wish going out to Christine Sanagasine, who your shout-out says hoping you had an amazing day filled with smiles and love. Hugwaidzaha from your family, Sophia and Gus. Isabella Borja celebrates birthday number 13 this year, and your family on Guana and Oklahoma is sending you their very best, and maybe some show tunes too. Francisco Cruz Borja, happy birthday to you with many, many more years of life. May God bless you. Hugwaidzaha, marry the boys, Naomi, and the entire familia. And belated birthday wishes plenty going out to Leroy Castro, who was born on the 26th. Enjoy your special day from your mommy, Edelina Castro, and Joe Quirigua. Robert Castro, also born on the 26th. Chelu Robert Castro, your baby sister, Edelina, and your Nyao Joe are wishing you a feliz cumpleaños. And Paula Ungacto, happy birthday to you too. You were born on the 25th. And from your prima and primo, Edelina and Joe again, wish you their very best.
And that's your primetime show. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nick Delgado. Stay safe and good night.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. and IT&E.
I'm Nestor Lecanto, and our guest this week is Cisco Tapia, who is the president of Cornerstone Valuation and the proud awardee of a new designation from the CCIM. Hi, Cisco, how you doing?
Good day, Nestor. Thank you for having me.
Okay, tell us about this latest award that you got.
Well, it's a professional designation. CCIM is the Global Institute for Commercial Real Estate Investment Experts. And it's very big in the mainland. And I started this quest to get my 6th designation February this year. And I had to finish 4 one-week modules. Learning about spreadsheet, learning how to best calculate return on investment, so all of that nerdy real estate expert stuff that I really love. And so I went to Reno, I went to Los Angeles 2 times and passed those modules and exam. And then on October 13, we have the National Comprehensive Exam. And it's about 6 hours, a grueling 6 hours. And we had to do it on Chicago time, which is midnight in Guam, right? And but I scored a perfect 100. And I owe that to my kid because my kids always, I always ask them to do, to do great in school, and I don't accept anything but 100. So now I can walk the talk and tell them, hey, your mom, widow raising 5 kids, have her own business, doing all of this community activity, and she still get 100. So you have no excuse.
That's right. That's right.
So that's my driving force in there.
So give us some examples of how you can apply these newly acquired training and your new designation to your work here in Guam.
Yes. So, I do, most people know me as a commercial real estate appraiser, but a lot of what I do lately has been to analyze investment. So for example, a landowner wants to build a commercial building or apartment, and I could, with this new designation and the knowledge that I learned and the spreadsheet that I that are designed for it, we can analyze with to check what is their return on the investment. With tax, without tax, with financing, or without financing. So we can compare scenarios on what is the highest and best use of the land and what the return on the investment is going to be. We can also do, if a tenant, commercial tenant wants to lease a space, and then they have multiple options, we could do the net present value of which option is the best for their, for their money. We could also, for example, like Bank of Hawaii sales recently, that is a sale and lease back. So the seller still wants to occupy the building, so they sell it and then they lease it back from the new buyer or new owner. And we could calculate, is that a good investment? Is that a good investment decision or not? And so we can analyze those kind of investment questions, and that's really exciting. Numbers speaks to me, and so I love doing it.
Yeah, and I imagine that there'd be some demand for this new service, this new assistance that prospective investors.
Yes. And, we have a client right now, they're debating whether to just lease the land as is to the potential tenant, or to also build the building, and how much should they charge for the rent to make to see if this, if this is still viable. For their efforts, because as you know, construction cost has increased significantly, so we could do that. So yeah, I'm very excited. There's nobody else who get a perfect score besides this lady from Guam, so I put Guam on the map. We have We have people from, all over the mainland, taking pictures with this lady who get the perfect score.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. and IT&E.
I can't make that amount work right now. Mom, what is it? Can I get new basketball shoes? We'll see.
Can I please have $20 for my field trip?
I don't know. Can I go to my friend's house after school?
Anak, hindi pwede.
We're all trying our best to make ends meet. The governor's childcare programs are helping businesses and working families care for Guam's kids. This ad is paid for with funds administered by the Department of Public Health and Social Services. Visit guamchildcare.com to apply today.
I want my streaming. I want my TV. Ooh! Streaming TV. Switch between live TV and your favorite streaming apps with DTV Plus from Docomo Pacific. Watch your shows in multiple devices all at the same time, all from your home Wi-Fi. No cable lines, no hassle, more savings for only $35 a month with your Link bundle. DTV Plus, your cable TV on Wi-Fi. Ooh, streaming TV.
Catch KUAM News Hotspot, a multi-platform news program broadcasting and streaming at 11 a.m. on KUAM TV8 Tuesdays through Fridays, with rebroadcasting at 3:30 p.m., as well as live streaming globally on our Facebook Live and YouTube digital platforms. Jason Solis features a blend of local, national, and regional news, plus lifestyle and entertainment features and extended interviews with top newsmakers.
KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by Pacific Points, Do More, Get More, and Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
On September 19th, 2022, Pacific Telestations LLC, licensee of station KUAM-TV, Hagatna, Guam, filed an application with the Federal Communications Commission for renewal of license. Members of the public wishing to view an application or obtain information about how to file comments and petitions on the application can visit publicfiles.fcc.gov and search in the public file for KUAM-TV.
Breeze 93.9 FM is playing the perfect Christmas soundtrack of your life all season long. From timeless classics to new favorites and even the best Chamorro Christmas carols, let Breeze put you in the spirit of the season. On air and streaming on KUAM.com all day through January 1st. Watch Mariana's artists, activists, and visionaries and their quest to protect, preserve, and promote our Chamorro culture on The Culture Club, a weekly feature on KUAM News digital platforms and the KUAM News Weekend Edition. Culture Club is brought to you by Tropicool Ice, the purest, cleanest ice in Guam.
The Culture Club, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Properties in the Tropics is your weekly roundup of the hottest properties on Guam. Every Thursday, get a virtual walkthrough of homes, apartments, townhomes, and land available for lease, rent, or sale, with a breakdown of the most important info, including costs, features, and of course, location details. Watch it on KUAM News Hotspot at 11 a.m. on streaming and TV8, or catch the encore at 5 p.m. on TV11. You can also check out each installment on Instagram too. Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty. Calling all those who must love Christmas. There's nothing that can brighten spirits more than the beauty of Christmas decor and holiday lights, and KUAM News wants to showcase them all. Send us your photos of your decorations via messenger, direct message, or email to promotions@KUAM.com, and we may feature them. Decorations and displays will be highlighted in social media posts every Friday in December on the social media platforms of KUAM News and showcased in a weekly montage on KUAM News Hotspot, presented by Coast 360 Federal Credit Union. Together we thrive. And don't forget to watch the CBS holiday movie Must Love Christmas on KUAM TV 11 this December.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. and IT&E.
Congratulations and thank you for doing Guam proud. Since I got you, I also wanted to talk about the real estate issues, as we always do when we have you as a guest. Let's talk first about the impact of interest rates on the real estate market, particularly here in Guam.
Yes. So I just shared this on my on the Cornerstone Valuation Guam third quarter newsletter. We did a study. Cornerstone published the median price for single-family dwelling homes, and we used the Freddie Mac rates as of 2020. And in 2020, the median single-family dwelling median price of single-family dwelling was at 335,000, and the interest rate at the time was 3.11%. And as of the third quarter of this year, so as of September, the median price of home on the third quarter in Guam was 445,000, a substantial increase by 18% compared to last year, and obviously larger compared to 2020. But and the interest rate when we did it was at 6.94. I think this as of last week it was at 7.06. And yesterday, the Fed just raised another 75 basis point to the interest rate. So anyway, when we did the comparison of how much mortgage payment homeowner will pay for the median price of home in 2020 in Guam, it's about $1,400. And as of the third quarter of 2022, it's at $2,800, so almost double, because the median price increased and then the interest rate also more than double. So that's that's the situation. We've been talking about how limited the supply is on the housing in Guam, how limited the supply is, and that's what drove the median price up. But now we have the wild card of the interest rate that is again beyond our control. A lot of things that happen in Guam because our economy depends on military and tourism are all beyond our control. Interest rate is beyond our control. Strong US dollar is beyond our control. So a lot of things that happens to our economy is beyond our control. And that's another subject that maybe we could touch bases a little bit later about the economic diversification. But going back to this fact, people who before can afford, say, 445,000 based on like a 3% interest rate can now at the 7% interest rate can now only afford about 290,000. And that's a lot, that's a lot. So we already talk about the limited supply, the inventory side of the thing, but single family dwelling, residential real estate is also depending on affordability, a lot on affordability. And so there's this synergy that needs to happen between the inventory and the affordability. And now we're being attacked from both sides, which is not fun. It's not the end of the world in a sense. There's still products that I know our local lender are providing. So the rate that I was mentioned was a 30-year fix. And when I look at the interest rate, between on the FHLBS, the Federal Home Loan Bank of Seattle, I think, the 3 to 5 year interest rate is like higher than the 30-year fix, which kind of shows that the market probably think that this high interest rate is not going to last too long, hopefully. And but we are going into a high interest rate. In 1981, though, if I could remind people, or even as early as 2003, when I first bought my townhouse, my first property in Guam. When I bought it, I was paying, I believe, 8.75% or 7.75%. But we've been spoiled in the past 2-3 years, paying interest rate of 2.5%. So we've been really spoiled. But there are products like ARM, adjustable rate mortgage, that would probably at a lower interest rate. And then you could refinance later when the 30-year fix is, is back to to a somewhat more reasonable rate.
Yeah. So Siska, all of these factors that you just mentioned, the interest rates, the shortage of inventory, kind of all point to a substantial downturn in the local housing market?
Yes. So, I was thinking about this, what is the impact of national fiscal policy? Because this is national fiscal policy, right? To our little tiny market of Guam. And, I was, and I don't know if I'm an eternal optimist.
You are.
I am. I have to admit that. And I was talking to, my senior advisor, Morian, and he was like, well, the reality of the matter is the interest rate is high and, one will have to adjust pricing. My take on it is, on this is yes, interest rate is higher, but there are limited supply, and we do have this 1.4 billion to 2 billion US dollar that is pumped up into our economy every single year due to this military buildup. So there still would be demand, and the supply side is not increasing that rapidly. So we'll see. I am a little bit less optimistic right now, but we'll see how it's gonna pan out. But something has got to give. So there are things that us can do, that local government, the local developer can do on our side to increase the supply. And there are things that we can do. I know, like Guam Farm Services Agency, the USDA, have some, loan that are better rates. And then there's that adjustable rate mortgage option. I am guilty of being an eternal optimist.
Yeah.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. and IT&E.
My name is Lisa Tahaji. I'm from the village of Yamatic. I lost my job during COVID. For 1 year, I was staying with a family member, but I knew I had to find a place to stay. I was desperately looking for a home. I found out about the Relief Center from the Governor Liu and Lieutenant Governor Josh's Facebook page. I wasn't sure if they could help, but I thought I'd take a chance. I walked into the center and the staff were so understanding and compassionate, they helped me. Within a week, through their assistance, I was called to sign a lease agreement. My kids and I now have a roof over our heads, and I'm grateful for the help of the administration and the Relief Center. For anyone who needs any government assistance, I encourage you to visit the Relief Center. They are there to
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Properties in the Tropics is your weekly roundup of the hottest properties on Guam. Every Thursday, get a virtual walkthrough of homes, apartments, townhomes, and land available for lease, rent, or sale, with a breakdown of the most important info, including costs, features, and of course, location details. Watch it on KUAM News Hotspot at 11 a.m. on streaming and TV8, or catch the encore at 5 p.m. on TV11. You can also check out each installment on Instagram too. Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Hello, I'm Gunnery Sergeant Ruben Tan from Marine Corps Base Camp Blas, personally asking you to join me in supporting the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program by collecting new and unwrapped toys for children this year. The Toys for Tots program, now in its 13th year on island, has partnered with the Chamber of Commerce, Matson Navigation Company, Catholic Social Services, and the Salvation Army to make this holiday season a time to remember for kids and teens throughout Guam. You may drop off your new and unwrapped toys between now and December 10th in any of our boxes throughout Guam or at the KUAM studio. We ask that when purchasing this year, please also remember gifts for older children and young teenagers. On behalf of the U.S. Marine Corps and the KUAM Care Force, we thank you for coming together and sharing the spirit of this holiday season.
KUAM Digital presents a series highlighting the wide array of talents on our island. Whether they're a standout gamer, extreme athlete, performer, or have a unique skill to show off, we're showcasing them every month on Wow Factor. Brought to you by Mountain Dew. Do the do.
Calling all those who must love Christmas. There's nothing that can brighten spirits more than the beauty of Christmas decor and holiday lights, and KUAM News wants to showcase them all. Send us your photos of your decorations via messenger, direct message, or email to promotions@kuam.com and we may feature them. Decorations and displays will be highlighted in social media posts every Friday in December on the social media platforms of KUAM News and showcased in a weekly montage on KUAM News Hotspot, presented by Coast 360 Federal Credit Union. Together we thrive. And don't forget to watch the CBS holiday movie Must Love Christmas on KUAM TV 11 this December.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises Inc. and IT&E.
As a lot of couples and folks wait out the storm and hope for a increasing inventory and lowering of interest rates, there's also the issue of rental costs rising and the impact of the military. Can you talk about that? I know there was a meeting that was supposed to take place, but I think it has been postponed temporarily. But the impact of the military and the eventual, relocation of all these Marines and their families to Guam and the rental rate impact. Talk about that.
Sure. So, like maybe 10 years ago, the military rental rates were substantially higher than the market. And that's I would say that's a really old story now. Why? Because they have not increased their rate. And then the median price of housing 10 years ago compared to now, it's already substantially higher. And so, and cost of things are much higher. And GURA Section 8 subsidized market have increased multiple times, and they're really, GURA rates right now with the military rates are not that far off. But the problem is this subsidized rental really, for the lack of better word, screwed up the market for the working people, the regular working people that are not subsidized. So there needs to be a solution for affordable housing for rental. And as the median price kept increasing, interest rate kept increasing, what happened is people who used to be able or who were on the market to buy a house or to buy an apartment are now placed out of the market. And so they need to rent. And, typically when this happens, the rental market become more competitive, right? And there are more renters and there are less unit available. And so the low-income housing tax credit, and I've mentioned this before, they used to be able to pump up about 100 units when they first start, but with the rising cost, it's now only about 60 units a year. And so those are great, because one, people with the median household income below a certain percentage of the area median income can rent a really nice apartment, brand new with facility, and raise their children in an environment that are safe and secure at a very, very reasonable rate. But there's not enough of that. So there are more things that needs to be provided. And I've shared this idea before. Government can like provide do a study maybe about making a prefab house that are very compact, that are very find a contractor or pay an architect to like do like a 5 model of houses, a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and 4-bedroom that can be expandable. And people, a lot of local owns land from their family and whatnot. They could like build on their land using that plan and just copy the thing all over and make it like with decent finishing. And help local that already owns land able to build at a reasonable prefab. I think is going to be the best answer to our affordable housing saga. And and the other problem, the biggest problem, so I said that the military rate was an old story. People saying, the rental rate of military is high, blah, blah. It was 10 years ago, but now it's kind of like at market because it hasn't increased. But the biggest problem with the military buildup that strain our economy are that the entire construction company industry are almost the entire capacity of it were absorbed by the military projects, and there are barely anyone left to do the outside projects. And then we also have the material cost. So if I was asked, what is the impact of the military buildup, it's more on the construction companies' capabilities to help outside and create more supply.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises Inc. and IT&E.
MTO Maintenance will now completely sanitize your home, office, or business with state-of-the-art commercial sprayers. For over 30 years, MTO Maintenance has been committed to the health and safety of our customers. And now, more than ever, a clean home, office, carpets, and furniture is a necessity to our island. Give us a call today. Stay healthy and stay safe, Guam.
Call 647-6861 for an appointment.
My name is Leonza Selvage, and I have a 4-year-old daughter who goes to lots of learning daycare. So with the rising cost of living, it helps tremendously with bills. I don't have to worry about paying for childcare services. Knowing that this program is offered to our people, most especially our children, I think something to definitely be grateful for. I learned about Programan Panilan from the mayor's offices here, and my initial reaction to the program, I was actually in disbelief that this program offered free childcare services to our people. I wanted to give my mom a break for a little bit, so when I found out about the program, I jumped right on it. I was relieved because childcare at no cost. I'm thankful for this program because I don't have to worry about an extra set of bills coming my way. I'm grateful to the governor, the lieutenant governor, everyone behind the scenes that made this happen.
Need help paying for childcare? Guam families can receive financial support through Programan Pinilan. Learn more and apply at guamchildcare.com.
When you're built for tailgating, you're built for winning. Winning at storage. Winning at parking. Winning at technology. Winning at comfort. Winning at winning.
On September 19th, 2022, Pacific Telestations LLC, licensee of station KUAM TV, Hagatna, Guam, filed an application with the Federal Communications Commission for renewal of license. Members of the public wishing to view an application or obtain information about how to file comments and petitions on the application can visit publicfiles.fcc.gov and search in the public file for KUAM-TV.
Breeze 93.9 FM is playing the perfect Christmas soundtrack of your life all season long. From timeless classics to new favorites and even the best Chamorro Christmas carols, let Breeze put you in the spirit of the season. On air and streaming on KUAM.com all day through January 1st. Catch KUAM News Hotspot, a multi-platform news program broadcasting and streaming at 11 a.m. on KUAM TV8 Tuesdays through Fridays, with rebroadcasting at 3:30 p.m., as well as live streaming globally on our Facebook Live and YouTube digital platforms. Jason Solis features a blend of local, national, and regional news, plus lifestyle and entertainment features and extended interviews with top newsmakers.
KUAM News Hotspot is brought to you by Pacific Points, Do More, Get More, and Calvo Enterprises, Inc.
KUAM Communication is your home for star-studded entertainment from America's top networks. From specials, concerts, award shows, and can't-miss red carpet moments. It's all on KUAM TV8 and KUAM TV11. Check KUAM.com and our social media pages for showtimes and schedules. Network specials on KUAM Communications are brought to you locally by King's Restaurants, Ruby Tuesday Guam, and Docomo Pacific.
Calling all those who must love Christmas. There's nothing that can brighten spirits more than the beauty of Christmas decor and holiday lights, and KUAM News wants to showcase them all. Send us your photos of your decorations via messenger, direct message, or email to promotions@KUAM.com, and we may feature them. Decorations and displays will be highlighted in social media posts every Friday in December on the social media platforms of KUAM News and showcased in a weekly montage on KUAM News Hotspot, presented by Coast 360 Federal Credit Union. Together we thrive. And don't forget to watch the CBS holiday movie Must Love Christmas on KUAM TV 11 this December.
In Full Zoom is presented by Calvo Enterprises, Inc. and IT&E.
Yeah, do you see this easing anytime soon? And so what can the local and the government and the military officials do in the interim to try and mitigate this?
Yeah, that's $1 million question. I sent a message to Vera Topasnya, so that I could be included in the discussion. I said about the prevap solution. It's a tough one. It needs, and I'm glad they do have this, communication to ease this affordable housing, but it is a really tough question. Some of the ideas that I've shared are doable. But I don't know how we could apportion a little bit of this construction company capacity to be doing work outside the fence. I don't know if there's a way for us to utilize this capacity and apportion it for work outside the fence. I don't know if there's a mechanism that can be done to make that happen, but that would be really helpful.